What's the most unsettling story you know that makes you wide awake at night? There was a sound. No human should make. Then the chewing stopped, and the footsteps came back. This time they were heading for my door. Each step was deliberate, heavy, but slow. The kind of walk that says, I know exactly where you are. I had to think fast. There was a smart lamp in the living room I could control from my phone. Shaking, I reached over and opened the app. I turned the lamp on. Bright white, then blue, then red. Flicker, flicker, distraction. Please work. The footsteps paused. Then they turned around, back to the living room. I didn't wait. I slipped out of my room and crept into Al's. Her door was closed, but I eased it open with shaking hands. She was there, sleeping soundly. I rushed to her side and shook her gently but urgently. Get up, we need to go. Quietly. She blinked, still groggy, but something in my face made her nod. Together we crawled to the hallway. I could still hear faint movement in the living room. Shuffling, shifting. We held our breath. Then, it noticed. The footsteps stopped, and then came the sprint. It charged. The footsteps thundered toward us with a speed that didn't feel human. We screamed. I yanked open the front door, and we tore down the hallway toward the elevators. One was already waiting. We jumped in, slammed the ground button, and the doors began to close. And then, just as they were about to shut, I made the mistake of looking back. Standing in the hallway was someone who looked just like me. Except, half her face was wrapped in gauze, stained dark with fresh blood. Her head tilted, slightly too far. Her arm lifted, elbow bent at the wrong angle. Like a puppet trying to mimic something it didn't understand. And then, she smiled. Not wide, not dramatic. Just enough to show she knew I was watching. The doors closed. We got outside and called the police. What followed was a blur. Questions, searches, officers walking through our apartment with flashlights. They found nothing. No forced entry. No signs of tampering. Nothing out of place. They said maybe we were dreaming. Maybe we imagined it. Maybe stress had gotten to us. But I know what I saw. And one thing has kept me up ever since. Even in the chaos of getting out, I remember looking at the lock. It was still turned to the left, which means the door had been locked the entire time. So how did she get in? And worse, what if she never left?